Oh, yet another game on the video game bonfire. As we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. Radical. So, we're gonna try playing through some old school shit. Oh, please tell me we get collectibles and everything. I'm all behind that. Oh my god, I remember seeing that poster for the friggin' cartoon series. Alright, anyway. Got these games.
Okay. The original arcade game.
The Game Boy collection. And Fighters.
Oh, the NES classic.
Yep. And
I never played the Tournament Fighters. I don't know if I was even aware of a fighting game.
there's a couple of them. Ah, Turtles in Time. That's my personal favorite.
There?
No, we'll start with the original.
Okay.
I'm just seeing... They don't seem to have a great, like, in this order. Lord.
Yes, game.
Okay, so we'll start here. Okay, so we'll trade off. Well, that was quick. Yeah, okay. I think that is where you're supposed to go. No, I think that is where you're supposed to go.
Oh, okay. So, the thing about this game is there's a lot of wiggle room for jumping when you can actually walk off the edge. Oh, okay, maybe I should. Turtle preference for everybody aside, Donnie did end up being the best turtle for this game, and I'm blowing it. I'm super blowing it. I don't think we are supposed to go here, so I'm gonna go with my original guide.
For anyone who is curious, my favorite turtle is Michelangelo.
This looks... Yeah, and actually... There's actually a way... this one respawns, I believe. Almost nothing else except for that, but you're gonna be thankful I remembered that.
They gave this music like it was going to be some sort of mid-boss or something, and then it's just like...
That's the Donnie way, man. He has that reach.
Yeah.
Well, first, but...
And who is your favorite turtle? What is Donatello? Okay.
Might not be true. I think it used to be rap. Right. Oh, yes, it is.
Oh no, don't worry about it. We're gonna take whoever is available. Bebop! Ah, your princess is in another castle.
Oprah O'Neil, no.
Oprah O'Neil?
Oprah and Neil. Oprah O'Neil?
Oh, totally. Nothing wrong with that name at all.
What the hell that's supposed to be up there?
It's a Foot Clan member that is doing the Kama Sutra. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, right, so.
Well. We were gonna play. Well, I didn't want to do that.
Where are we going?
That building or up?
Oh, well, that did not work out well at all.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want to play this game longer.
Oh,
This game is hard. We can maybe look into it later, but I want to be able to explore everything.
this is just a world of pain.
Try something.
Oh.
What, Donnie? Oh, yeah, you could have. Oh, never mind, I lied.
That nothing hit me right there. Continue around.
And
Pansy.
if I have more time to invest in this, select, sir.
Head start.
It's fine.
You wanna try
Just,
again?
like, exit the. Yeah, but I guess we could. Well, hold up and jump. You do a super jump. There's an infamous jump in this game that is going to get both of us.
Ah,
If we make it. Funnily enough, I don't remember having too much difficulty with the underwater section. I had difficulty, but not as much as people make it up to be. You did it. Back down.
oh, that's right. Come on, Johnny, let's do that again. Do it again.
It's 6 and 1/2 this than the other. If you take a hit, it's not going to be worth it.
Ah, I have Shuriken. We'll go with Wrap.
Go down there, you can just walk around all that. Just don't put it. Oh, never mind, I lied.
You lied! You lied to me!
Better die for you.
Yeah, this guy is just impossible to get around. And I know his name is Bebop. Fine. Bebop is impossible to get around. Better now? Ah, man. No, come back! Oh, well, this is not going to be for much longer anyway. Come on down! And that was that.
You were being jovial earlier, right?
What do you mean?
When you were saying, "Are you happy now?" Were you just being joking around?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When you said, "Are you happy now?" I used his name.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Sure, I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay, well, it was coming off a little spicy, so I was just checking.
I'm spicy. Oh, wait, okay. I think I finally figured it out. Ugh. Okay. Okay. You want to try the arcade next? Ooh, we can do a two-player.
Yes.
Oops. Oh god, I remember this.
Is the NES port of the arcade game?
Let go of me. Bad touch. Why is everything on fire? And it would be such a mental trip right now if we saw that dog. It's like, everything's okay, or everything's fine.
Although I wouldn't put it past.
Oh, I remember those.
Ask about the fire, but not about the cannonball going down the stairs in a residential building.
That's normal.
That's the part you had the problem with.
Well, of course. Cannonballs rolling down the stairs, completely normal. Fire everywhere, that's a little out of the ordinary.
Back at us. Not like, get ready.
They're staring at us.
Why their eyes always appeared white? Like when they didn't draw pupils or whatever. Specifically masks, or was it that like
It was supposed to be the whole mask thing.
masks were kind of like whiting out their eyes specifically?
Yeah, a lot of masks did that in like comics. Batman. I mean, that could be it too, but and I'm assuming you knew that originally all the turtles were red bandanas, right?
I don't remember that. I do remember that they started as a comic book series and they were a lot more darker material.
Yeah, so it was originally like black and white, and then it was all of them wearing red bandanas and wristbands. Eventually, and I think it's Funimation made its series. Could have been even before that. It could have been a comic book before that. I'm pretty sure they made its series where it was like, well, we want them to be colorful and to be recognizable as who they are. Not only did the masks and everything get different colors, as you notice, the turtles themselves are all a different shade. Differentiate them.
Other than the video. The turtle.
Yeah, like they're a slightly different shade, usually in most iterations.
They're like the original. They're all just the same jacked looking.
Yeah.
Why red?
Well, that's just the way that Eastman and Laird just drew it. Probably to make the color pop. Everything else was black and white. By the way, anything that we say on this broadcast may or may not be true. But I am trying to do the best I can to recollect information. Yeah, forward all complaints to Long Rest Games. I don't remember any other interesting. Oh, here's an interesting one. In the television series, at one point, Michelangelo no longer uses nunchucks. The amount of children that got into a lot of issues with carrying around nunchucks. So if you'll notice in the cartoon series, eventually he just kind of like primary weapons that turtle grappling hook thing.
Didn't have issues with kids with sabers or anything
Oh, of
like
course
that.
not.
Just nunchucks, that's the one that got me.
Well, because of the popularity.
Even post staff, I would expect to be like a bigger problem. That many kids got a hold of nunchucks?
Yeah.
I think we have a bigger problem with just those kids' parents at that point. Oh yeah, this is absolutely the NES. I do remember what happened here.
About the Rocksteady come in?
Rocksteady, yeah. How they go?
Bust through the wall? Oh, that's right. Yep, there we go. From the Technodrome!
One of those memories. He was a big gun guy.
Oh yeah. The comic book series, I'm out. Not in the comic book series, in the animated series, he was even a big gun guy then. But in the animated series, you would never really see bullets, because it was always laser rifles and everything. Because, you know, gotta make it less realistic so kids aren't using them guns. He was mainly a brawler, but he would also use guns too. But a lot of times I do remember him using like a language.
That is something I do.
But what I find weird about Bebop's mutation is apparently he mutates into a warthog, but somehow mutates into having turtle shell shoulder pads.
Actually,
yeah.
What was the whole deal behind the ooze that spawned them as far as the anime? Or was it? I mean, they were.
It was the ooze. It was always
the ooze. So like, what's the deal with the ooze itself?
It's a mutagen that apparently, if you are whatever animal you are spending the most time around recently, you mutate into that type of creature. Whoops.
How did they get a hold of it?
So someone created it. I think, there's multiple variations on like where it came from. One of them, I think, is an iteration where Shredder creates the mutagen. Another one is Baxter Stockman creates it.
Out of the shadows, right? I love the.
Yes. Yeah. Where Tyler Perry was Baxter Stockman.
Correct. Very surprising to play.
Yeah. But and then I think in the original comics, if I remember correctly, I think Shredder or Orokusaki managed to get from somewhere, and what they did is they specifically ripped it down into the sewer, hoping to screw over Mato Yoshi, Splinter, not knowing that it would, cause mutations like that. And
so that master was living.
Yeah, Splinter was living in the sewers. Once again, at least in the animated series.
And was this guy was taking care of Amato Yoshi?
Yes. Amato Yoshi.
So he was like taking care of turtles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so animated series version, and I think even in the original comic book version, mainly because if you didn't know this, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have a lot of reference towards Daredevil, Marvel Comics. So there is this ongoing theory, which I think has actually technically been proven. The child who is carrying the turtles gets hit with this same mutagen, but without apparently having spent that much time with particular animals, or because it was just so quick or whatever, mutagen spilled into his eyes and turned the child blind, and he was Daredevil. But in this version, since they couldn't obviously use that character and everything, whatever happens to the child, you see that's off screen. The same mutagen goes down sewers and causes. And the other reference to Daredevil is the Foot Clan, because ninjas that Daredevil faces in the comics is called the Hand. So, as a reference and kind of a nod to Daredevil, Eastman and Laird called them the Foot. Oh, two people. Those are their last names. I think actually one of them is dead.
No, I mean Layers.
Layers.
Yeah,
And oh, of course, there's one version where Krang is the one who creates the mutagen. TMNT as a TV series was born about the same way that a lot of 80s TV series was. Hey, we want to sell some toys.
they did sell some toys. They did.
Oh, yes, they did. But it was pretty much like, we're going to create a cartoon series to help us sell these toys. Yeah, honestly, most shows that ended up doing that ended up being great shows. He-Man, Thundercats, TMNT.
Thundercats flew under my radar.
That is, Thundercats was very much a He-Man kind of show, but in my opinion, a lot more flopped.
Sure, no, I imagine Thundercats was great. I just didn't put it on my radar. I just watched it.
Yeah. Back, baby. I'm a green turtle. You want to get with that, don't you? It's amazing the amount of people that were almost totally okay with the turtles being turtles and still would hit on them. What made it worse is, every once in a while when there would be a weird relationship style, feel, or angle with people, it's always weird because of one simple fact. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. April O'Neil is in her, 30s, probably. And they are teenagers, let alone being mutants. I'm not saying that the other part was okay.
I'm just saying that's the one, that's the big one. That's the big one. I don't know what turtle ears are. But the Rule 34, man, that did exist. This whole thing with the Foot Clan was what? Just being the organized crime king? Or...
So originally there was I don't know if it was originally called the Foot. I think it might have actually been. But so there was a ninja school that both Mato Yoshi and Rokusaki were a part of. Now, in the animated series, the idea is that Rokusaki framed Mato Yoshi for trying to make a death threat on their leader. And so he was banned, kicked out from there. And once Mato Yoshi was gone, because he was like the star player, Rokusaki pretty much took it over and turned it into an evil ninja clan at that point.
Their ambition is
Whatever Rokusaki wants. No, I mean, basically he, buys them off by literally buying them off. And, being like, I'll get you all the money, all the technology, kind of whatever you want, I'll get it for you. I want to say, oh crap, game over for me. I believe Rocksteady. I don't know. I just kind of liked him a little bit more. Bebop to me seemed like they were both dumb as bricks, but Bebop to me seemed a bit more of the sidekick of the two, where Rocksteady seemed a bit more of like making the decisions. I think maybe that's why he was a particular favorite of mine.
Would be some Bebop, but yeah, I think Rocksteady. Oh yeah, it's just that.
Now, I will say though, Bebop has always looked much cooler.
Oh yeah, he's always had the personality.
Mohawk, the really cool sunglasses, the giant nose ring. I mean, his whole outfit and look are just awesome. Yeah, when you look back at it though, it's just like the names. It's like, whew, no one else in history is named Bebop or Rocksteady, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, there was certainly there was a lot of I don't know. Bebop and Rocksteady, you know,
Oh, I'm sure there is. I just meant like, you know, it's just such weird original naming convention, you know? Yeah. Oh, almost pretty much every name works in this thing. Like Master Splinter.
Oh my god, did you see that?
I did. Like Master Splinter is one of the dumbest names ever, but it works. You look back and you're like, yeah, Master Splinter was badass. I don't care about the name.
Better kind of
Really, the Shredder did. Like, it's the dumbest name when you really look at it.
Yeah.
Like, there's...
I mean, because he had some spikes on his shoulders, and I guess he used carved claws, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just like, you have a cheese shredder, you have a paper shredder. I mean, these are things that they don't ever feel fear in people.
Well, it was a kid's show, wasn't it? Or was that how it was in the comics, too?
No, that's how it was in the comics. And I do want to get caught up on the comics at some point, though. Because some of the more recent stuff has been apparently just amazing and fascinating. Oh, yeah. Like, mind you, it's, you know, they've done new iterations, just like any comic book series has. It's not the same storyline that's been going since the beginning. Oh no, they're still making bank on everything. But one of the more recent things is that there's, like, mutants became a huge thing to where they actually have their own, like, city, basically, now. Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Mousers. Those are created by Baxter Stockman. Oh my god, they're... Some of the Ninja Turtle comics that I own, some of the, like, older stuff, they are fucking brutal in the comics. Like, you actually get to see blood and everything. And so they just, like, their first appearance is one of them eating like a rat, and you just see like its leg hanging out and everything with blood dripping down. And it's just like, good lord.
They had kind of a similar but worse effect. Yeah. So I've only read one, and if you read no other books in the Halo arena, but very prologue, and then all into the book. You know, the grunts are all a little goofy, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
they ran away. They are actually some of the most. Are actually like, as far as the book, they're quite deceptive. Now let's take this all the way we can.
Yep. The different colored foot soldiers, that was not something from the comics. Or from the animated series.
I presume they did that once again, just to kind of differentiate.
Yeah, I think so.
Then
That I'm not sure.
go down on like one.
I was gonna make such a bad sex joke.
What stopped you?
I don't know. I think I was just trying to be nice for the moment. You really have to repeat it as if you didn't realize what it
I
could
really
be.
didn't realize it. It's not funny. Better or for worse, you know? It's good to not have attention. They're, maybe the most, like, out of stating the obvious, the most iconic, like, other kind of thing.
Aside from the Foot Clan.
Well, aside from, I mean, you think, like, Turtles, obviously, but, you know, it's like the Foot Clan's the Foot Clan, villains are villains, but I guess as far as, like, minions, or as far as just general enemy types, or, you know, just technology, like, the Mousers are the most iconic thing, especially because there's one particular game, it's not this one, it's sort of the arcade game. There's a turtle game, and I remember there was a long hallway inside of the Technodrome.
Yes.
There's a long hallway in the Technodrome, and I think the graphics were actually better, but there's something I will never forget, and I was playing through this, and at the end of the game, the last boss is Shredder, and like in this pretty simple room, and I think what happens is you're supposed to beat him in the Technodrome, maybe. I don't know, I've never actually finished it. What happens is, I knocked off his helmet, and then, it like froze up for a second, and then out of the Technodrome, full screen just went blank. So, I found a glitch, or something you were supposed to do, or maybe
Oh, it was just the easiest location.
it was like these two.
Oh, no, they were originally in Japan. So Hamato Yoshi came to Japan, or came to New York just to get away from Japan. He was no longer supposed to be
After the exile?
yeah.
Okay.
But, so basically, Oroku Saki followed.
Okay, so yeah, Rokusaki played all his moves. There's a lot of questions that I shouldn't be asking.
They have multiple times, at least proven in most comic iterations, that the turtles in many of these are impeccable.
Well, the mutant, sure, but what about the...
Well, do remember though, at least in the animated series, the vast majority of the Foot Clan either left because of Roku's decisions or just got killed off, and so they're almost all robots.
I didn't even think of I couldn't tell you what happened to the scene.
But one of the most famous lines is definitely the clang. Did you just say clang? They're fighting the Foot Clan, and one of them hits one of them, and it sounds like, metal being hit. And so I think it's Raphael who says it, who's like, clang? Did you just say clang?
That would explain why they explode.
Oh, that's Baxter Stockman in there.
What is the mechanism that Frank resides in?
His bodysuit?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a specific name, other than he just calls it his body. But there may actually be a term in like one of the iterations. I cannot think of if there is a specific term for it. I think there is, but I can't think of it. Yeah, but in the animated series, it's just Croker, I need my body. Oh, I have no idea.
Really well known.
I think it was someone more well known in like voiceover industry. I don't know.
Any characters in Turtles?
Oh, if he did, I don't remember offhand.
I feel like he had his hand.
I don't think he did yet in the early 90s. Like maybe just a small couple of handfuls.
As Turtles goes.
I know as far as animated series. That was like mid to late 90s.
Was it really?
Yeah. Like it was at least, I would say, 3 to 5 years after Turtles even was on the scene. Turtles showed up technically in the 80s.
I don't even know if this channel is. And it was always because of their, like, the way they said it, and just, like, you know, like, here's our lineup on UPN, Power 50.
Oh yeah, Power 50.
Yeah. Geolocate.
Anyone who can look up long rest games knows that it's like. Yep. Luckily, I'm not telling anyone that we live in Berwyn. Probably joking, by the way, and anyone who knows anything about Ben Cooley is probably laughing. Well, he's based out of Berwyn. He's a midnight movie host, like Elvira.
You have a show? Or?
Yeah. But he's, yeah. He was very much an Illinois-based, horror night host. But he did become very popular, and up to the point where I think a lot of people from different states know who he is. Yes. Seen that new Weird Al movie?
No, not yet.
I watched it, but I haven't yet.
Have you part of that, right?
Yes. Rainn Wilson plays him.
Okay.
My understanding, he does a great job.
I really wasn't sure what to think about Radcliffe taking on that role. Apparently he did it.
Yes. Especially when it came out that it's not a actual biopic.
Oh yeah, no,
That
it's
it's a
supposed to be like
biopic.
just a big group, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think I caught that part from like the later trailer. All the same, I mean, like. What else could we expect?
Oh, of course.
It had to be a big one. You gotta stop jumping in the snow.
How dare you? Not making snow angels, you're not being helpful. And you're not being helpful.
You're not.
I didn't fall in the snow.
Still haven't played through Ghostbusters.
I haven't seen Ghostbusters Aftermath yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm serious.
Dude, get on that.
I know, I've heard so many good things about it.
I was not sure what to expect going in. Like, I avoided trailers like as much as I could. They were always there. You know, it was always just like, okay, here's my gold card, here's the song, they're out there. I'm like, oh, is this going to be like reboot rules where it's like, now the kids are doing this? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know if this was or anything, but I'm telling you, the moment that movie opens, like, your heartstrings are tugged at, and then the plot does absolutely.
Yeah, apparently it's actually getting a sequel.
And like, I don't know. Influence-wise. Enough, I do kind of wish that they would have made a follow-up to this.
I did like the all-female Ghostbusters.
It ended up being better than I thought it was going to be. It's still not phenomenal, but I enjoyed it.
I was very entertained by it.
It was very entertaining, there's no doubt there. Who is this guy?
I don't know. I just realized I have no idea who this polar bear is. Might be from the comics. I'm like 99% positive he was never in the cartoon series.
He's got a drone nearby that is.
Crap, that's it for me.
The female Ghostbusters, yeah. That was my introduction to Kate McKinnon. Oh, and I have since.
Oh, I liked her way before then.
Really starting to fix that, but it's like I couldn't tell you who the artist was on Songs to Save.
Yeah.
The difference is when I'm trying to find new bass grooves, you know, different inspirations for bassists and stuff. I've listened to Hit Station. All my CDs. Love them. 5 years.
I'll say 2020 was in there.
Well, aside from, you know, current events, it was just a weird 5 years for me because I lived like 4 different states in the last 5 years. If you want to be technical about it. Opportunity to tell you that I will not be building an alternative.
Fair enough. Hear that, everyone? Snowmen turn into robots. Do not build them. Tell your parents.
Epidemic? Compare the hierarchy of Turtles villains, Power Rangers. Say that Krang was the Lord Zed.
Yes, Krang is definitely the Lord Zed, being the fact that Zed was technically the true villain of it, while the most common villain was, Rita, aka Shredder.
Up the Rocksteady.
Well, I mean, like, if you really look at true hierarchy, Bebop and Rocksteady are kind of more of whatever random monster of the week, or even one of... No, okay, let me reiterate. Bebop and Rocksteady would be some of the other bad guys that hung around at the palace. Technically, Goldar would be more like, I think, Baxter Stockman, because Baxter, even though he didn't show up in as much, really was more of Shredder's right-hand man.
Like, well, yeah, he was right-hand man, but was Goldar really a right-hand man, or was he just a general and, like, sidekick?
He was right-hand man, too, yeah.
I mean, was he his own thing? I guess I'm always thinking of the movie.
Oh, yeah, in the most recent one, he was not even Goldar, he was out of gold, and called Goldar. But, yeah, in the actual, like, regular Power Ranger stuff, like, he rarely ever left the palace. They would use him for a fight every once in a while. That's why I feel it would be more like him being the Baxter Stockman. Once he became a fly, he would appear every once in a while.
So what was Krang's actual, like, ambition?
He was trying to take over our dimension.
Higher dimension?
Yeah, higher dimension. I can't remember if it was we had resources that they didn't, or I think maybe it was even technically where they were at on their original dimension. Or even Dimension X itself may have been a dimension. Oh, Dimension X is where Krang and his army are. I can't remember if they're there by choice or if they were imprisoned there, and the actual, like, home dimension of Krang and his people was a different dimension. But I'm pretty sure it was something like that, and so getting into ours was a way for him to kind of get his home dimension. Because when you compare weapon and technology and everything like that, like, we're so underclassed compared to...
Was he always a villain, or was it because, like, something went wrong with his villain?
I think he was always a villain. I don't think there was ever... I don't think any incarnation of him has been like, well, Krang originally was a scientist, and everyone ended up hating him or something. Like, no, I think it's always, he's just been like, I wanted to rule the world! Yeah, his people are actually those Krang. They actually have a name, I think. Oh, it's actually something a lot more interesting. Not like, oh, the brain control. Or, like some weird thing. Oh man, I keep hitting these stupid snowballs. I think we got him kind of... Oh, dang.
Oh, never mind.
You can do it! You can do it! Kick that polar bear's ass! Steal his Coca-Cola!
There's a tiny tube called the Buster Buster. Absolutely. But, first level of the school, and there's this dog that I do not remember from the show one bit. It's like this big, I think the dog's name is Arnold because it's like a white dog.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, couldn't remember this character in the show at all.
Really?
And I always wondered, like, where the hell is this guy coming from? Because he was always chasing.
Remember him from the show?
I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, he was a total Arnold ripoff. Alright. So, okay. That was the second game. Yes, this will be the third one. And Hazard Project. We'll be back to this in just a second, folks. We're just going to take a quick, probably bathroom break. One more time.
Yeah.
Oh. For the Manhattan Project?
I am ready for the Manhattan Project. Ooh, I'm sticking to ready yet? Is there any cartoon theme ditty, not as a whole, but anything more iconic than that?
I don't know. That is pretty ingrained.
Yeah. Calls it Dawn. That's Leo, that's Mikey, it's Ralph, and
It's down there.
It's down there.
The turtles are enjoying their vacation on a beach in Florida. When suddenly... Come on! April's report is just about to start. Here in New York, crime is escalating every day. Hey, what happened? Mama dudes, it's Shredder. No one will be as good as James Avery at that voice, though. Turtles, I'm taking April along with Manhattan Island. Probably because he's the most rage-filled.
Here's the big question for you is there was some debate among
What, Mary Kill? Oh,
maybe, I mean, we don't know. Oh, neat! Little special things here. They got close to him, and I just flung him right behind me. I sure did.
What were you saying?
So, Aaron, Ecoraptor, was talking with Dan or something about turtles, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was, and it definitely was not a turtle game. But he was having a hard time remembering, or at least being convinced, that one of them wasn't the leader, or one of them was, and I guess it changed comics and movies.
So it's not the comics and cartoons. Cartoons themselves end up changing. So over time, the majority of the time it is Leo, but there are quite a few instances where Raphael becomes the leader.
And I guess I was thinking like someone was always the leader. I don't know. What now?
Almost always it's Leonardo, but there are definitely times where Raphael is the leader.
Up away from me.
No.
Why would I cheat?
Yeah, but in my opinion, I do believe Leonardo is the best option. Like, I've seen a couple of the iterations where it is Raph, and it's not bad, but it's just, I don't know, Leo to me just is the leader.
Like, part of me wants to think that Donnie would be, except, like, Donnie was never, he was kind of a more, timid type, wasn't he? Like, he was smart, but he wasn't necessarily, like, take charge and aggressive, right?
Donatello does machines.
Oh, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is that Donatello, his agenda is always to take the most intellectual route. So, so it's whatever the most intelligent way to get out of a situation, he'll take that. And unfortunately, that's not always the best situation. There's a reason why both... Oh god,
I saw that coming a mile away, and
there's a reason why both Leonardo and Raphael are always the best options. Both of them will lead with their hearts. Yeah, basically, so... The way to put it is Leonardo and Raphael lead with their hearts, Donatello leads with his mind, and Michelangelo leads with his gun.
But we can't.
Oh, yeah. And the weird thing, so there's always different iterations of each of the turtles whenever they try to shake things up. The things that I don't like are, for instance, like, oh, no, Michelangelo isn't just funny. Let's make him seem like he's a small child in life. And it's just like, come on, have him be goofy, but you don't have to make it where he feels like he's like 10 to 20 years younger than everyone else. Like there are some iterations here and there where it really seems like Michelangelo is like a kid, while the rest of them are teenagers.
Oh, like genuine.
Oh, hi, welcome back, Rocksteady.
Yeah, because I always assumed like he didn't have a lot of maturity.
Yeah, and then being immature is fine, but it's just like, don't make it seem like he's somehow much younger than the rest of them. Because the thing is that they're all actually siblings. They're all supposed to be the same age.
I know, I get that.
Especially because of the fact that more often than not, when there's a weird love issue between a turtle and April O'Neil, it's usually between her and Michelangelo. So, there have been a couple times in versions where April has had romantic entanglements, let's just say. With the turtles.
All of them.
Not all of them. But Michelangelo happens a few times. I think there's one time where it's like Raphael and her or something like that. I don't know. It's
in the cartoon?
No. In the cartoon. Oh boy.
Part of my salad?
No, in the cartoon series, it's always a little bit of like, oh, all the turtles kind of have a crush on April. Like, there's this little kind of like thing there. And I would say there's maybe a slight reaction back from her every once in a while. Oh, what's weird though is in the cartoon series, there's a character named Irma, who is April's friend that is fucking thirsty as hell. Like, she wants it, she wants it bad, she doesn't care who it is. And she will always be like, April, why haven't you introduced me to the turtles? Are they single? Yeah, like, it is weird.
They're humanoid, right?
But once again, going back to the original argument I made, they are teenagers, while the rest of these people are in their 30s.
What's the cash price?
Probably a cloaca. I'm almost positive turtles do. I'm getting all the other humanoids.
They're a talking mouth. They are bipedal. They have turtle bodies, but like they're disposable thumbs, I assume.
So they have 3 fingers. Which also is weird because turtles don't actually only have. Oh, I mean, maybe they do. You don't see what happens behind closed doors. But I'm almost positive turtles have cloacas. And here's the other thing: is if a turtle does not, and they actually do have a penis, how is it getting out of that shell? No, the shell's on the front too. As you'll notice, they've got that kind of weird, like, we have shells, but we also have abs thing going on.
Hog where cut out of there, or like.
I'm just saying, if you look at the turtles, the way that they're drawn and everything, there's pretty much no separation between the front shell and the back shell, at least in the lower half. So it ain't getting out unless it's squeezing out.
April actually slept with him?
Like some of the comics, I think.
Well, I don't know, I mean, maybe.
I'm just saying, like, they may very well.
There has to be any. I mean, do a little, like an Escher.
Oh.
Have really into this topic.
Yeah, apparently. I'm sure everyone's enjoying our sex talk about the TMNT. Don't think so? You don't think people are loving this part?
I enjoyed it.
I think we have to just take care of everything else. We can. Oh, of course we can. People do eat turtles in their life. Yeah. I don't know, but there's such things as turtle soup. They make jokes about constantly in the animated series. There's a lot of weird YouTuber / TikToker people that are taking turtles and cooking them on their shows and like ripping them apart and everything and cooking them on the shows.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little weird.
Oh, the Manhattan Project, we're doing an awful lot of things.
Well, we also started off in Florida, which is perfect for the Manhattan Project.
So that killing graphics.
I actually think the graphics were better in the previous one we were just playing.
I didn't think the one from that one was bad. Like the one from this one?
No, they're fine. I'm just not seeing much of a difference.
And, you know, I'm biased because I don't even think I played the port. It wasn't port.
There's not. Maybe it's a starboard. Whoa! Oh, that's Bullseye. He's a bull. In case you
No, but it is. Let's just talk about that. That is another name that I guess makes sense.
So a lot of the students on the show and everything, other than Bebop and Rocksteady, a lot of them were very on the nose when it came to like their names. Like there was a mole named Dirtbag, there was a beetle named Scumbag or something like that. Not bags, man. Come out, by the way. Bullseye is up to
Run around again?
Got one thing, man. One thing. Trying to make me give up my one thing. No, if I remember correctly, I think he does have a bit of like a southern accent. I'm not 100%. It could be a different character.
No.
I'm certain he talked like this. Went like that a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we put that away. I thought that was...
He puts it up as an anus. Where else do you think it goes? That's pretty big and long. It's not just disappearing. But... Oh, that I pushed on the ottoman. It squeaked across the court. Looking out the side, can't help you. Right. We've still got 3 continues. Do we want to continue trying this one?
We could. Oh my god. I need a break from gaming for a little bit anyway.
Do you want to call it there?
Yeah, we can call it there.
Alright, folks. Well, this has been a little taste of the TMNT Cowabunga collection as we've tried the first 3 games in the series here. Let's see, what do we... Don't jump back to this one next time. We have... Oh, one of the fighting games to look forward to next time. Let's... Fighters. Then, yep, a couple of the like, Game Boy style games. Those will be interesting. And regular TMNT. And then the 2 variations on the Turtles in Time, the arcade version and the Super Nintendo version, which was my absolute favorite. More Tournament of Fighters, Hyperstone Heist, more Tournament Fighters, and then back to the original that we started with. yeah, so join us each and every time we do one of these streams. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, pass it along, let other people know about this. If you hated it, show it to your worst enemies so that they can hate it too, or put them through torture. But see you all next time. Bye!